Hello, everyone, and welcome back here for the final 9 of the 10th annual Seviren Lang Memorial presented by Innova Champion Discs. I'm Nathan Queen, and again, finishing it out, I'm here with Colten Montgomery.
Yeah, this is the final 9. We're at Lapping Park still. We got Ricky Wysocki and Garrett tied for the lead at 26 under, Corey Ellis at 25, and Trevor Harbolt joining them on the lead card at 20 under par. So should be a pretty good final 9 holes to watch.
Yeah, it's super exciting. You don't see final 9s real often, and this final 9 actually includes the entire caching MPO field. So it's not just this lead card here. We could still see some changes on the leaderboard.
Definitely. Here we are at hole 1, 311 feet. It's par 3, dogleg right. You want to hit this initial gap, and then you'll see this basket here to the right. And before we get started, I want to point out that the final 9 is just going to be the front 9 holes of Lapping Park. Standard gold tee pads to gold baskets. So we had staggered tee times every 10 minutes, and let's see who's going to come out on top here.
Yeah, it's a cool concept to have the final 9. I like that they kept the course the same and didn't change up anything that we've practiced on. So.
Yeah, I agree. That's always, it's nice only playing 1 or 2 courses. And Garrett looks like he got I don't know if that's a fortunate kick or not, but he'll have a circle 2 look at it.
It kept him just a bit short, but he's, like you said, he still does have a look. And Ricky here going with his pig. And this looks to be just right.
Yep, and just right is right. That's a perfect shot.
Yeah, can't draw it up much better. Corey Ellis here. He's got kind of a hyzer stand-up mid-range here. And this is also looking pretty tasty.
Yep, inside the circle look to give himself a birdie look, so.
And a new face to the card here, Trevor Harbolt, fellow metal fan here.
And I think he's just on the other side of the border in Kentucky, so cool to see him make lead card appearance here on the final 9.
Yeah, gets it just a little bit low, had a good angle on it, but having it low hitting the ground kept him straighter than it would have flown.
I think he's in perfect spot for his step putt that he likes to do, so I think he'll be all right with it.
Speaking of step putt, here's Garrett.
Nice. What a way to start off. And you know, Ricky's got a tap-in birdie, so great putt from Garrett.
Yeah, and having one just kind of barely go in sometimes can get you started, you know. That's a great putt to hit on the first hole. Keep it tied up with Ricky there for his tap-in.
Yeah, it looks like the momentum's still going from hole 18, and Trevor with that step putt just a little bit low.
Right on line, though.
Corey with his birdie.
And Ricky right there. I don't think he'll even putt. Just drop it in. Yeah.
Yep.
Moving on to hole 2. 279 feet. You want to throw it pretty straight. There's a little bit of left to right in the fairway. But basically throw it down the middle and get in between this lake gap as well. Try to slide up.
Yeah, I think most people are probably going to be throwing something maybe with a little turnover and just finishing right because the left side is not forgiving.
Yeah, Garrett's got so much touch on this rock 3. He's just going to go with that. And puts it just a little bit long. We'll probably see some putters out of Ricky and Corey. I'm not sure how Trevor plays the hole yet, though.
Yeah, it looks like Ricky's throwing, I don't know, I think that might be an AVR 3 or something because I don't see any thumb tracks on that.
And gets it just a little bit right. He might have a look for his birdie from in there. He likes to make those long putts.
And Corey, let's see if he can do what he did during the back 9. Kiss the chains on it. Let's see if he can follow that up.
And it looks like he pulled it just a bit too right, got kicked off to the left. Got far enough up there, he should be able to either have a look for birdie or be able to get his par.
Looks like Trevor might be throwing a mid-range.
probably a buzz. Gets a good little grind there at the end off of the log, keeps him inside the circle. So here's Ricky out of the woods. He's got to hit a pretty tight line here.
Just off the top of the band, but, you know, great. He looks a little upset, but that's a great bid from where he's at.
Great line. He knows some other guys are closer there, and he could lose the lead.
Corey from circle 2, just a little bit wide. Garrett to take the lead.
Looks like he might be just outside the circle. Pretty long putt.
Just a little bit low.
So Trevor now looking to get the lone birdie on the hole.
Great putt.
There we go. Good putt for him. After missing that first one low, he still had a 28-footer there. Great putt to get his birdie.
Rick cleaning up his par. I'm sure we'll be seeing Corey and Ricky do the same.
Here's Garrett just tapping in his par.
Here we are, hole 3, 306 feet. You're gonna either want to go right or left of this tree where the drone's passing now. Right where the basket is, it slopes off pretty hard behind it. This is a very hard par 3 to get close and have a park job on, so.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough angle off the tee. I think it is best for a righty backhand, but it's still a super hard shot to execute.
Looks like Trevor went left side of the initial tree.
Yeah, and he's left it a little bit low. He'll have a long putt if he wants to give it a bid, but it is a scary putt with that drop off behind the basket. Garrett, a little bit of grip lock there. He's going to have a long way to go.
That's the tough thing about going right of the tree is you have to, it feels like you're pulling it. And yeah, Ricky looks like he didn't like it out of the hand, but got down there.
Yeah, he pulled it just a bit as well. Had some better luck than Garrett, made it further down. And Corey playing with that tree in the middle.
He just is throwing through all of them dead straight. And he'll have a
circle's edge look there. Good line. This is, if you saw the last round, everybody put it super close pretty much and made the hole look a lot easier than it is. This is, I think, a better representation of what this hole can actually do to you.
Definitely. And that's a smart, not much Garrett can do from there, so smart play.
Yeah, pitching up for his bogey, and you see Trevor doesn't want anything to do with that putt. He's going to go ahead and take his par.
Ricky says, I might want some, though. He does, and he drains it.
And that's going to be a two-stroke swing now. That gets a little more pressure off of him from Garrett, because Garrett's pitched up there for his bogey now.
I mean, that was a big putt. If he misses that and goes down the hill, you know, he could have not made any strokes up on him. So, another time, great putt by Ricky.
And Corey, just keeping up with what we've seen from the rest of the rounds. He's solid on the green right now, dead center. Great birdie from him as well.
Yeah, he'll be taking solo second after that.
So leaderboard through 3, we've got Ricky and Corey shooting 2 down. Corey's only 1 back. Garrett's dropped 2 back. Elijah Bickle 3 through 4, shooting hot, trying to make a move.
Yeah, I played with him one of the rounds. He's, I think, 17 years old, so pretty impressive.
Yeah, good for him.
Here we are, hole 4, 458 feet, par 4. You want to hit this initial gap and really land anywhere in here, and then try and get up to the basket. There's a couple different ways you can get there. You can either go kind of this left gap or this right gap, but the basket will be tucked back here, and yeah, another very, very tricky hole. If you're off the fairway, par is going to be tough to attain.
Yeah, and that second shot seems to be a little deceptive. The basket's a little bit further than you think it is when you're trying to throw through one of those tunnels.
And that looked all right, but I don't know if Ricky got all the way out of that tunnel. But I'm sure that he'll still have a look at the basket.
Yeah, he's a good scrambler. Corey, this looks to be pushed a little left, but it got stable quickly. He'll have a pretty tough look from down there, but he may find a way to get up to the basket.
Trevor's going to show us this backhand.
And that wasn't quite pushed out far enough before it turned over. He caught that tree that's leaning. He'll have a pretty... There's not a whole lot going on over there off to the right.
Garrett with his rock 3 again.
And this looks to be dead center down the fairway. Made it up to the top of the hill. That's the best drive I've seen on this hole yet.
Wow, yeah, that's... the next card's like, hey, we're still here.
Ricky going back to the overhand flick roller.
Rolling off into the woods a little bit, but...
Off to the left, but he, I think he got up there far enough. He'll have a look for his par.
Trevor puts himself right in the fairway.
Yeah, good play from there. Be able to lay up for his par. Corey from a little low left.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
look
a
at
tough
that gap.
angle from there.
Man, he hit the tight gap off the tee, caught a tree late. That was a great shot from him.
But he's got a look up there, so...
And Garrett just absolutely pure in the hole.
Wow.
Both shots. That's how you want to see it played.
Yeah, that looked easy.
So here's Ricky after his little flick roller up. He's up there for his par now, it looks.
Here's Trevor for birdie, I believe.
Yeah, long look there. Be right there for his par, which is really good on this hole. This is a pretty tough hole.
And Corey, long range for 2. Wow.
Oh, and he knew it before it went in. He took off running. What?
Huge putt to tie Ricky. Holy cow. That's... he's been doing it all weekend, though.
Oh, man.
That's like his range.
So exciting.
Wow.
What a putt.
The elbow bump from Garrett.
And who's parked here for his birdie. That's just an incredible way to play the hole as well.
Wow, so Garrett now back within 1. Corey and Ricky tied. What an exciting battle we've got.
Wow. All right, moving on to hole 5, another par 4, where the landing zone off of the tee is the hardest part of the hole. 574 feet, get to this point, maybe 200 feet off the tee, and then take a left. You want to land somewhere in there, left side of the fairway or far right in the middle kind of blocks you off. You got a double fairway to get down here to the basket. But if you're off the fairway off of this tee shot, it's going to be pretty tough to get a par.
Really, if you're off the fairway at all, on any shot, it makes it much more difficult.
Yeah.
Corey's going a high hyzer.
And he's pushed that just a little bit too far off to the right of the second fairway. He may be able to work something down there.
Maybe a little inside, or maybe that's perfect. Not inside, a little long also.
Yeah, I think he's pushed it over there close to where Corey's at.
The landing zone is so hard to hit on this hole.
Yeah, you really don't want to throw that hard. You want to get something to just sit down. It looks like Ricky's got it in the middle of the fairway here.
Yeah, that's... let's see what he's got to look at on his second shot, because it still could be very hard.
I think if he wouldn't have gotten that roll, he would have been in a little bit better spot. He's kind of in the middle, which can pinch you off on picking left or right of the second gap.
And that looked like a great shot, but look at where his...
Right up on this tree.
But he gets down there a little ways. Probably can get his par.
Yeah, it's pretty rough on the left side, but he did get down there pretty good. As you can see, if you just push it just a little bit long off the fairway, there's not a whole lot there. But Corey, throwing over top of it, gives himself a circle 2 look, but it is still a pretty scary putt there.
Yeah, he took a line that I don't think either of us saw, that big, tall forehand. So
yeah, Garrett, copying him, saw something similar. A little bit further outside in circle 2. I'm not sure if we'll see those guys run that putt or not. It's the final 9, so
I mean,
last chance to do it.
I mean, with Ricky putting that one so close, you've got to expect Corey's running that putt.
Yeah, Ricky's parked for his birdie now, which is really good on this hole.
And remember, we're only playing 9 holes, so we're more than halfway through with this round.
Trevor with the good par save, but having trouble getting up the hill.
Garrett with the little layup with his Sonic.
Yeah, good play there. He's pretty far out. You know Corey's running this, though. He's Ricky's right there for his birdie.
Oh, sit.
Oh.
Good bid. That's
a scary putt. That's a pretty common miss for those long downhill putts. Is just off the cage.
And great birdie from Ricky.
And he's gonna take the lead back there.
Lead back with 3 to go.
4 to go.
4 to go.
Yeah, hole 6, 360 feet. Really, really pretty hole. You don't want to get off the fairway, though. Once you get up here, you got a super uphill slope. It probably goes up 20 feet or so at the end of the hole. So you want to keep it higher off the tee shot. Kind of have something fading right around that bench and land up there.
Ricky throwing a rock.
And this is a little inside. If it misses, yep, snuck on through. He's up there inside the circle, maybe 25 feet. Like a fairway driver out of Corey here. And this is a little more stable, I think, than he was wanting. It fades off to the left.
Yeah, a little bit early.
Yeah, he's back behind some trees. He may still have a look.
Also a little early, but he's, I think, right on the edge of the circle. Maybe just outside.
Yeah, good late kick there to keep him off to the right. Have a little cleaner look at it.
And he corrects. It looks like
this is looking more like what you want to do, hitting the middle of the line. Jumps up there. He's probably about 26, 27 feet.
Another opportunity for a big putt from Corey. Wow.
And he gets it. Let's see this.
Unbelievable.
He was pretty mad he missed that last one, so you got to hit the next one, right?
Dang.
Oh, yeah. Just drops it right in, right corner pocket.
He wants it.
Yes, he does. That's a great birdie putt. He knows Ricky's closer, and Ricky makes his putts.
Wow.
Let's see if Garrett can follow it up.
Wow, he does. He just hyzers it right in there. Great putt.
Oh, man, this is incredible. We've already seen...
We've already seen countless big putts, and they just keep coming.
We've played... This is the 6th hole so far, and we've seen what, 7 or 8 circle 2 putts at least. Ricky, of course, hitting his circle 1 putt. No problem there. And this is for the star frame with 2 huge circle 2 putts.
Wow, wow. Star frame on that hole?
Yeah, 360 feet uphill, tough par 3, and 4 birdies, showing why their lead card. Ricky Wysocki hanging on to the lead right now. He's got 1 stroke over Corey, 2 over Garrett, and the rest of the leaderboard kind of hanging around the same area. They're not making too many moves.
Here we are, hole 7, 358 feet. The most important part is hitting this initial gap. If you're left or right, as you can tell, it's going to make your upshot very difficult. But once you get out of the gap, this is one of the most open greens you're going to have on the course. You really just want to throw something straight and maybe have it finish a little bit left.
Yeah, and this is where the wind can come into play a little bit. You don't feel too much wind at all when you're in the woods, and then all of a sudden, even if you get out of this gap and you've got a look at the putt, that wind picks up, and it's not something you've dealt with, so you've got to worry about that windy putt. And
Ricky puts it out there about circle 2.
Which is pretty common, I would say. It's tough to hit this gap and still get the distance on it.
Corey is a little bit higher.
He's thrown something a lot faster, it looks like, though. Catches quite a few things, but still gets up there just outside of circle 1, I believe.
Wonder what Garrett throws on this hole. T-bird?
It's flying pretty similar to a T-bird.
And he's right there inside the circle.
Yeah, great shot from him right down the middle. Looks like this might be a crank out of Trevor here.
Yeah, that's he loves that disc, so unfortunately caught the last thing getting out of the tunnel, but leave himself an easy upshot.
And there you can see the wind blowing a little bit, which it's different coming out of the woods and dealing with a little bit of wind than it is playing on a course with a little bit of wind the whole time.
Yeah, definitely.
Ricky has no trouble with it, though. He's used to playing in all kinds of pressure, all kinds of wind. Just jams a 45-footer right there, no problem.
Raptor Ricky just, wow, what a great putt.
He's been close enough. He hasn't really had any of the big putts this round, so he wanted to make sure he got some. Corey to keep pace.
Oh.
And that's kind of the first sign of off the middle that we've seen from Corey so far.
Yeah, definitely the first hiccup on the putting green we've seen from him in a long time. Good putt from Trevor.
Yeah, good par save there. So Garrett, this will be to tie Corey up for second now. Yep. So after Ricky's birdie, he'll take a 2-stroke lead. Going into hole 8. Just 2 holes left.
Here we are, hole 8, 350 feet. You can either take this hyzer gap that the drone is going through, or there is like an Anheuser forehand gap. This hole is very deceiving. It says it's only 350, but it's a little bit uphill, and to get to the pin, it feels like you've got to throw it almost 400 feet. So let's see which gap Ricky's going to take here.
Yeah, after being in the woods, you kind of get to, it feels like you get to let go on this one. And just having to control the shots in the woods for so much, it might kind of make this whole play longer. You haven't let go yet, so it's harder to do it once you get out here.
Definitely, and it looks like Ricky might have left it a little bit short. Garrett throwing the hyzer.
Getting a good rip on it, but still coming up probably about circle's edge.
Yep.
He likes it, though. He's been putting well. Looks like Corey's got a fairway driver in his hand. Standing up. Looks a little low.
Yeah, it's so hard to get to the pin.
Yeah, just something about it. It really plays a lot longer than you think. Trevor coming out low as well. That's going to have a tough time to get there. So we've got a couple longer putts at it. Trevor will be kind of pitching up, maybe trying to throw it in here.
Taking an easy par.
Here's Ricky, probably 45, 50 feet. And just off to the right, I think. Corey going to try to gain that stroke back. He's been liking these circle 2 putts so far today.
Just a little bit low. Thought the wind was going to help him a little bit more than it did.
Yeah, I think it knocked him down instead of lifting it up.
That one lifted on him.
Yeah, had a little bit more hyzer on it. I think the wind caught it a little more. Good comeback putt there from Ricky.
And he'll have, it looks like 2 strokes going into the final hole.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a par frame here, which on the more open hole, it's not really what you expect, but this one is just kind of a tricky distance. It seems to play longer. Every time I threw it, it just seemed to play longer.
Definitely. And here we are, the final hole, hole 9, 586 feet. It's a par 4. Really, you just want to get across this creek on the tee, and you'll have 2 gaps. This one where the tee pad is pointed and the drone is going towards, or there is one on the left-hand side that you can also get up to the basket. But most important thing is just to get across the creek on your first shot to give yourself a look.
Yeah, again, on these shorter par 4s, the tee shot is very demanding. The gap's a little smaller than we've seen on the other par 4s, and you still have to hit a pretty small landing zone as well. And Ricky seems to have done both of those things just right. He's on that left fairway, which is more open, in my opinion, than the other side, and has a straight shot at the basket from there.
Yeah, that was a very, very good shot from Ricky. Here's Garrett. Looks maybe a little inside. Yeah, he's on the gravel road that runs to the right side of the fairway.
Yeah, so that could help him out. You know, that gravel road could give him a little path to that's not necessarily a disc golf fairway, but he could be open to get up there.
Corey tried to rip one. It looked like he hit something late and kicked left. And Trevor a little early also.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough lie over there. He's still got a long ways to get to the basket. This would be a really good par save.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
And,
there's...
trying to throw through stuff, and he's happy about it. He got out, I think.
Yeah, that's such a tough rough they have on this course.
Is okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's still a great shot from him. He had a long way to go. He's up there back to the fairway now.
Oh, yeah.
And Corey looks like he's let go of this one pretty late.
Yeah, he had a tough stance, it looked like. I wonder where it finished, though.
I think he's over there close to that gravel path that Garrett's probably going to try to go down here.
Oh, he is.
He pulls it off to the right. I haven't been over there, but it looks pretty thick. And here's Corey also coming off of that gravel path. He's up there for, that's a pretty good look for his par now. So Garrett up there pin height, just way off to the right. Also gets onto the green for his par. And Ricky looking in pretty good shape here.
He is. Trevor tapping in his bogey.
And bogey's a pretty good save from where he was at. He was super early off the tee. Good showing from Trevor. Way to push back and get on this final lead card. Corey hanging in there, making his putt. This is to tie for second for Garrett. They both finish at 29 under par. And Ricky is right there tapping in for his birdie.
Wow.
To take the win by 3 after it being close all weekend long. What an exciting tournament and final 9 to watch here. There's some great putts. Big shout out to Brian Alexander, the TD, running a great tournament. Thanks to GK Pro for coming out and filming lead card for us all weekend long. Congratulations, Ricky, pulling off another win. He's on a winning streak right now.
Yeah, it's awesome. 2 weeks in a row for Ricky. So it's awesome to see him bounce back. And yeah, thanks GK for having us, and really enjoyed the commentary.
Yeah, so here it is. You see Ricky, 32 under par for the 3.5 rounds. Garrett Gurthie and Corey Ellis, 29. Gonna come in tied for second. And we've got the leaderboard. Gonna show you who popped in, made some moves there in that final 9. Elijah Bickle jumping up from behind Trevor Harbolt to get 4th. Sam Lee making a little bit of a move, 3 down. Again, exciting. Glad I was able to come out and watch this exciting golf in the woods. We'll see you guys next time.